It's gonna rain today. Possibly all day long. Today is day 56. And I have no idea how many miles I'm gonna do today. I'm so happy I'm walking through this grass before the rain really starts. It's still a little bit wet, but it's not like soaking, because this grass is what will just absolutely soak your feet, your shoes, and your socks. You see this after a rain and it just makes you want to cry. So really grateful I'm walking through it now. There's been like the tiniest random on and off drizzles so far. Whew. I almost lost my hat. Today has just been super chill hiking so far. I did the first 2.5 miles in an hour because it's just flat. I looked and I did 466 feet of elevation gain in that time. I was really surprised when I saw it had been 2.5 miles, and now I'm about to go downhill for 2 more miles. I'm loving the wind. It feels great, and also there's no bugs out. I hear thunder in the distance. It is starting to get darker, and I'm like 0.4 miles from a shelter. So I'm gonna try and get there before there's potentially a thunderstorm, and then just have a little snack and I don't know, see what happens. But it'd be really nice if I could get to the shelter before the rain and lightning. The rain's kind of starting up. It's like a very light drizzle. We'll see if I can make it. I've been really lucky with the rain so far today. It's just been really small, light, short drizzles that come and go. Follow spring, no sting. So there's apparently a bunch of yellow jackets that are very upset somewhere nearby. Oh man, I don't want to deal with that. Alright, so I got lots to worry about right now. There is a thunderstorm that's getting closer and closer, and apparently yellow jackets on the other side of this bridge that are aggressive and stinging people for no reason. Maybe the rain will keep them in hiding. I'm so close to the shelter. Perfect timing.
What it does, you can go to here.
It will I got to the shelter literally right before the rain started. Also, this is like the nicest shelter ever. There's a door. Got bunk beds. Indoor seating. And a covered back patio. This is crazy.
Right here?
I love being dry. Sun is coming out. Almost a fully blue sky now, which means another thunderstorm is probably coming.
Yeah. We want to go to Walmart.
Wow, this is like literally the nicest shelter ever. I don't think you can beat that. Let me show you the privy. I know you guys love it when I show you privies, right? You're gonna love this one. As always, it's pretty unassuming from the outside. But then, ooh, we got a rug. Wipe your paws. Okay, stay right there. I'm even gonna open the lid for you guys. And we got a painting. I mean, come on. Oh, another painting. That's good stuff. That's a good one. That's definitely one of my favorites so far. Okay. Anyway, let's keep hiking. It is supposed to rain all day, so it will start raining again at some point. But while it's not, I'm gonna start hiking and see if maybe I can get lucky again and make it to the deli before the next bunch of rain starts. It's like 5.9 miles from here or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This isn't rain, this is just wind knocking all the water off the trees. I sat at that shelter back there for an hour and a half in the rain. Just had my lunch, filtered water, and sat on my phone. It was actually really nice. I didn't really want to leave, but then the rain stopped. There was a part of me I was kind of hoping it would just storm all day for real, and then I'd be like, oh no, I guess I have to Nero and stay in this cabin tonight. There were books in there, they had games. I mean, wow, what a place. That's a good place to get stuck in a storm. Apparently you can also order food there. You can get pizza delivered to that shelter. But we will continue on, get at least 5 more miles in today. I am 4.3 miles away from the deli, and I decided to check the weather report to see how it's changed. Obviously, can't really trust it 100%, but it says that there's another thunderstorm that should start around 2 p.m. and it's currently noon, so in 2 hours, another thunderstorm. I really hope that's true because it'll take me about 2 hours to do the 4 miles. So maybe we'll outrun this next storm too. How amazing would that be? We'll see. I'm gonna try. I had a nice long break, so I'm gonna try and just keep my pace for this whole 4 miles and just eat snacks that like I can eat and walk at the same time. I would love to not get soaked from a thunderstorm tonight. That would be really nice. As you can imagine, it is insanely humid right now. Very thick air. Pretty hard to breathe. But at least I'm not walking through that grass. My feet are staying dry on this trail. It's wide enough. I have absolutely no idea how I just did this, but I got to a point where I saw the same view again that I saw earlier, and I was like, I've seen this before. And I kind of had an inkling I was walking southbound just because I was like going uphill when I thought I was supposed to be going downhill by that point. I'm like losing my mind. So I'm like, this doesn't feel right. So I stop and look at my phone. I'm watching myself move on the map, and I realize I am in fact going southbound. And you guys, I'm like, this is like a slope, right? There's not really places you can get turned around. It's just a line. Like you would have to just physically turn around to start going the wrong way. And I just like could not figure out at what point I would have turned around. And so I turned around, started going northbound, and was like paying attention for weird spots where like maybe the trail would have led me in a circle and I was lost in thought. So like I got distracted or whatever. I walked for so long. I should have tracked how long, but like, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe more. And then I see this area, and I remember walking up here earlier because I was deep in thought and I stepped over this branch, and then I stood here and I was like, the trail just ends. So I missed something, and I turned around, and the first thing I saw was that white blaze. So I just started going up that hill, and this is southbound. That was like so long ago. I just can't believe that I did that. Wow. How did I not remember that? It was 1 second. Like I entered this area, I turned around, and then just, how did I not remember that, like, hey, I was just walking downhill, so it probably doesn't make sense that I would go uphill. But I mean, I checked my watch. This is northbound. The compass says that way. But just like am I okay? Sweat just doesn't go anywhere. It just stays. I'm almost done with my climb. I'm less than 2 miles from the deli. I have like 400 more feet of up before then. And it is 1:39, so, but the sun is still out. I don't know. We'll see if it storms. But man, I just needed a break. Just in the middle of this hill. I missed that deli and pizzeria. Just walked right past it. I got to the road and I pulled out my guide to see if that was the road I needed to turn down for the deli, and my phone said that I was at one road back, and I trusted it and kept walking, and then I looked at the mileage on my watch and was like, I think I should be at the deli by now, like I've walked too far. And so I looked at my phone again and I passed it. That road back there was the road I needed to be on. So yeah, that was the road when I found out was 0.4 miles back, and the deli would have been 0.8 miles back because I'd have to walk 0.4 to the road and then 0.4 to the deli. And so I decided to just keep going. I'm filling up on water right now because I don't think that there's water at the shelter, the next shelter. It's kind of changed my entire plan for the day, and I will probably get rained on now because it seems like a storm is starting. The wind has picked up and it's starting to get darker. I'm seeing the thunderstorm now forecasted for like an hour from now, and I'm, I think, 3.5 miles from the shelter, so I will probably get some rain, but it is what it is. Luckily I didn't need the food from the deli. I have plenty of food in my bag, so I just wanted some pizza and some ice cream. I can't believe I did that. I need to stop trusting my phone's GPS so much because it's been kind of inaccurate lately. Like, I have to sit there and stare at it for a while it figures out where I am, because half the time it thinks I'm like not on the trail at all, even though I definitely am. So that really messed me up today. And that was kind of my backup camp spot if the rain got really bad. And then I was gonna push over here if I still felt good after pizza and everything. And I mean, I feel fine. Like, I can definitely hike another 3.5 miles. I just thought I would have some pizza in me. Man, that's crazy. And I hear thunder. This is gonna be rough. I would have literally just missed the storm, just like I said, twice in one day. That would have been so lucky, but can't always be perfect. Once again, fully stocked up on water, because there is no water for the next 3 miles leading to the shelter, and also I think about 3 miles after that shelter tomorrow. So I need enough water to get me through tonight, the rest of my hike tonight, and then the first 3 miles of tomorrow. So I'm carrying just under 4 liters of water, the maximum amount of water that I can carry. A huge blowdown. We had to make a path around, I guess. The big tree that fell. Here I am once again, 1 mile from the shelter. Just started hearing thunder in the distance. Let's see if I can stay dry. I'm so close. Oh, a very light rain has started. I don't know if you can hear that. The storm is coming. Less than a mile. I can do this. I'm manifesting it. I will stay dry. Don't mind my extremely dirty hair, but I made it to the Morgan Stewart shelter, I believe. This is where I'm definitely gonna stay for tonight. As soon as I got to the shelter, within like 3 minutes, the rain started. It It's like pouring rain. There are 2 other people here who are waiting it out with me tonight. It's clearly not raining anymore, but it is supposed to rain until like 3 a.m. tonight, so I am just going to try and sleep in the shelter. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I also don't really feel like getting rained on tonight, and the rain that has come today has been very intense, just like downpour kind of rain and lots of wind, and I don't know, these tree branches, there's a lot of dead trees in the area. There's a lot of reasons I'm just not gonna tent tonight, so sleeping in the shelter, small shelter, but there's only 3 of us so far. Hopefully the rain doesn't get too bad. I think the thing that's gonna drive me the craziest are the mosquitoes. They won't leave me alone, and I don't know what that's like sleeping in a shelter, but we're gonna find out. This was just a day of running away from thunderstorms. And yeah, me missing that deli pizzeria earlier was kind of a blessing in disguise, and it's how I was able to get to the shelter before the rain stopped, and maybe I would have been able to hike the rest of the way afterwards, waited out the storm there, and then got here. But regardless, this is how the day played out. It's all right with me. I did 14 miles exactly today, and I feel great. I had no pain in my foot, nothing, no feeling, not even a hint. It never got mad at me even when I was rushing, so that's awesome. I'm curious to see if that stays true tomorrow, because that would happen to me like in my first section. I would kind of rush. There was no pain while I was rushing, but then I kind of paid for it the next day or a couple days after that, so we'll have to see what the future brings. But for now I feel awesome, so that is great news. Once again, just giving me a lot of hope for being able to make it to Katahdin without having more tendonitis issues. It's only like 6 p.m., but I'm just gonna try and fall asleep and maybe just have an early morning tomorrow if possible. I'm gonna attempt another 15-mile day tomorrow. We'll see. I think it's gonna rain again tomorrow night, so I want to stay near a shelter again, and my options are 8 miles or I think it's 15 miles. So anyways, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Tonight we're just going to bed. Good night, guys. See you in the morning. I lost the battle of the mosquitoes and I had to retreat to my tent. It was so bad. I was overheating because I had my quilt fully wrapped around me and my hat with my bug net on to keep them out, but then like my quilt is too warm to do that when it's like 60 degrees at night. So I was overheating, and then I kept waking up because I was too hot, and I would like stick an arm out to cool down, and then I would just be swarmed. I was like, I cannot do this all night. I need a good night's sleep so bad. So anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep for real, but me versus mosquitoes. Mosquitoes win.